Hello everyone, this is Javamonk, and welcome to episode 97 of the Survival Series. Last episode, we basically kinda looked back at episode 42 and did a smaller version of that project from episode 42, that being the 3D printer. So, this episode is going to kind of be that way, but for episode 50. So, in case you don't know, episode 50 was the 1 year special. The 1 year of keeping the series going. And in that special, I moved a mansion 40,000 blocks across the overworld. That was just nuts. So, for episode 97, we're gonna do something similar to that, but it's not gonna be as insane. Because, quite frankly, I don't have the time to move a mansion. So, here is this episode's poem. The two poems. This is a haiku thing. It seems rather. That's why I like free verse better. That's intentionally making it not a haiku. Alright. That is today's haiku. Today's limerick is: There once was a man from Calcutta, interrupted two girls with their knitting. When asked why so blue, not allowed on a plane, and now travels only by bus. So there we go. We are running out of limericks and haikus, so in fact, I think there's only 3 more left in that machine. So here we go. This is actually all of the materials we need for this project. I've put it into the test world, and this is it. Bunch of trapdoors, bunch of pistons and observers, and yeah, that's it. I don't need 50 shulker boxes full of nothing but trapdoors, because we're not moving a mansion. We're moving something slightly smaller. Before we get on with the project and actually showing what we're going to be moving through the sky, I wanted to do a quick test with the new 1.14 lighting engine rewrite. So supposedly it makes moving blocks a lot less laggy. So here's the test world. Here is the episode, a tiny piece of episode 50 mansion. Just the entrance, in fact. So let's see. Can we move this through the sky without totally lagging out the world? Because that was definitely an issue in episode 50. In fact, that is why episode 50 took several months to make. So let's just make this an actual engine. Boop, an observer, and boom. Okay, kind of a slow redstone, but that's fine. So let's see. Can the mansion move? Or at least a piece of the mansion move. I am using Ilmango's one-way piston wall. One-way moving piston wall, which is exactly what I need. I don't need it to move in multiple directions. That's what this piston wall is. But here I just need one direction. Not the band. And here comes the mansion. And it's not that bad. I mean, you can't really see much, but I mean, blocks are disappearing all over the place, but you know what? This is not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. So this is cool. We can move mansions now. So that's pretty awesome. Which means, well, maybe not a full woodland mansion. That's just absurd, but maybe just a small structure, something smaller than a mansion. That should be relatively easier to move. And of course, the threat is still real that the flying structure could crash into a block, such as obsidian, or multiple blocks, and end up backing up the whole machine and causing this. Now, just like with moving the mansion, I want to preserve the structure as much as possible. So I'm going to be filling the whole thing with oak trapdoors. But of course, I haven't yet revealed what I'm moving. Let's go out to the location. Behold, the structure we're going to be moving. We are We are about 7,000 blocks away from the Eye of Sauron Tower, and this right here is the structure we're going to be moving, a desert temple. So, this desert temple is pretty much, I could not ask for anything better. See, future Javamonk's already here inspecting the thing, and yeah, it's in the newly loaded area, it's actually above the water, and it's not covered at all by sand, and it's accessible. So this is like the best desert temple I could possibly get, and it's pretty much right in line with the Eye of Sauron Tower. Again, I can't ask for anything better. This is ideal. So this is the desert temple that we're going to be moving back to at least close to spawn. So hey, future Javamonk.
Yes?
Would you mind moving this desert temple?
We're moving structures again? Ugh. The mansion broke the space-time continuum in this world. That's why this world is so cursed, you know?
Well, this is a desert temple. Isn't that easier?
Not if you want the treasure.
Well, I don't really care to move the treasure. I just want to move the pyramid itself.
Oh, well, that's easy. You did disable the treasure trap, right?
Nah, I'm gonna do that once you get the pyramid out of the way.
So you want me to lift the pyramid out of the way, so that you can get to the treasure?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Let me just get off the desert pyramid and watch this unfold.
Funny how things are much easier when you're not trying to move a multi-chunk structure. Like, this was significantly easier than the mansion.
I can imagine so. I can also imagine that moving that thing way up there is going to be significantly easier than moving the mansion. So now can I go into the treasure hole?
Yep, don't screw it up.
Very well. Let's just break the pressure plate. And got some nice loot here. I might as well take all of it. Because, well, then again, I don't exactly need bones. Gunpowder's useful. And so is string. I'm just gonna raid this desert temple and then get up there somehow. So what I'm doing right now is essentially doing what future Javamonk did for me back in episode 50 with his inflatable dirt platform. Now, here I don't need a dirt platform. I can just build a platform out of scaffolding. So I'm using a similar technique to episode 42. I mean episode 96, last episode. But so in case you're wondering how in the world I'm building so quickly with scaffolding, it's because I changed my keybinds from the right mouse button, this one right here, the right button. I changed it to a number to a keypad, some sort of keypad number. So now I can just hold down the keypad number, and that actually right clicks about a zillion times faster than the mouse can. And I know that because I use the same thing for my fish farm. So here we go. I can just place the scaffolding super duper quickly, at least in the piles like this. And everything is built now. So we have the flying piston wall, which is going to be pushing a desert temple with a whole bunch of trapdoors in it. So this was actually significantly easier than the mansion, because partly the actual piston wall was much easier to build, but in other ways this was actually more difficult, because the reason why the mansion worked and this was actually more difficult for the actual cutting up the desert temple piece is because observers, when you place them, would automatically just output a redstone signal. They don't do that anymore, which actually made the piston wall significantly, this slice here, significantly more difficult to do. But I only had to make one slice, so I'm cool with that. And this piston wall's smaller, and everything is just much more neat, and just, this was a ton easier than episode 50.
Funny that, isn't it? When you're not trying to move a mansion with Vindicators and Vokers in it, things get easier, don't they?
Yeah. So, here we go. I'm going to actually test out the flying piston wall part. So I crafted up a couple fire charges, and I have some obsidian here to stop the piston wall, and let's test out the engine. Okay, here's a better working version, and in case you're wondering what this piece is, this is actually something future Javamonk built. So, hey, FJ.
Don't call me that.
Fine. So, care to explain? Whoop. I bet I broke it, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Okay, this is a very simplistic looking thing. It doesn't look like any kind of future technology going on.
Well, that's just my camera rig. That's for the time-lapse that shows the desert temple moving. I'm going to be using that thing, and I'm just going to make the boat invisible.
Okay. Sounds simple enough. So, scaffolding is a fascinating block, because these creepers, they have no idea what to do. They're just standing there. So I guess the last part of this whole project is to dismantle the scaffolding platform, dismantle this beacon, and set everything off. Is that it?
Yup.
Okay. Beacon first, and then the scaffolding platform should be nice and easy to remove. Okay. Time to dismantle this entire scaffolding platform. So, here we go. So, cool thing about the scaffolding platform is I can just randomly remove some of these base supports here, and that would basically dismantle the platform little by little. Mind you, there are a lot of base supports here though, and there's going to be a lot of items. I do plan on keeping all this scaffolding. Oh boy. It's raining scaffolding from out of the sky. Scaffolding. No need to ask why. Maybe there is a need to ask why. Just open your inventory and close your eyes. There's too much scaffolding. I need shulker boxes. That did not work at all. Okay, maybe I should... maybe I should work on the sun parodies a little. I'm no Weird Al here. And now, the last 4 pillars of this whole scaffolding platform. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. So we can watch it with the Optifine zoom as it all just falls apart. And there we go. Now here comes the rain of scaffolding items. This is actually quite fun. Oop, there we go. There's all the scaffolding. Yikes, that's a lot of scaffolding. Okay. I kind of forgot how much I actually used to build the platform. So let's just pack them up into shulker boxes, and then we're ready to roll. This is mildly terrifying. I am right I am about 200 blocks in the sky. In fact, exactly 210 blocks in the sky. I'm sitting in an invisible boat, as you can see right here. No idea how Future Javamonk's doing that. And apparently Future Javamonk decided to put me on his camera rig.
It's best. That way, you can film it. So, I can just catch up with you later on whenever you need to start and stop the machine.
Yeah, but what if a skeleton spawns on top of the desert temple while it's moving?
Don't worry, you're protected.
What, you got some sort of insurance?
No, but I'll protect you.
Very well. So the machine is ready, and Future Javamonk, since I guess you're going to be manning the engine,
Exactly.
you want to do the honors?
Sure thing.
I am in the boat. F1 mode is active. Alright, Future Javamonk, it's now or never. By the way, what are you going to do with the obsidian?
You have a lot of obsidian. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
I recommend you turn your render distance up.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's, about 13 chunks. I think that's enough. So that way I can at least get a fairly good-ish view of what's ahead of the desert temple. And, by the way, do I need the 2 gold blocks in front of here?
Not necessarily. I can remove them if you want.
Yeah, please do. I am very much terrified. I need, like, how stable is this how's this camera rig?
It lasted several months during episode 50.
Yeah, but that's, like, future technology stuff, right?
Sort of.
Okay.
There you go. 3, 2, 1. Time to activate. It has been activated. It's working. You should be able to see the desert temple move now. There's you moving, and now here's the desert temple moving. It's working.
Yes, it's working. Okay, time for the time lapse of moving this desert temple all the way back, at least somewhat close to spawn. So, say, Future Javamonk, just wondering, what are your plans for when this desert temple gets back to spawn?
I already put up an inflatable obsidian wall. It is not a problem.
Very well. So, I guess you can just sit in the engine and, yeah, we can move this desert temple.
Sounds good. I'm out of here.
You're out of here, but don't I need your help or something? Okay. I guess I'm alone moving this desert temple. Lovely. Here we go.
Land ho!
Got news for you, future Javamonk.
What?
We landed like 5 minutes ago.
I see.
Yeah. So, nice, inflatable obsidian wall here you got.
Thanks.
Good question. What's gonna happen to the desert temple now? I mean, I remember episode 50, the mansion went crashing down in flattening mountains. And also, we're right next to the Eye of Sauron, so, what's gonna happen?
Well, the desert temple is significantly lighter weight than the mansion was.
Okay.
And it's also shaped in such a way that it's just gonna float down. So nothing's gonna break.
Well, that's good to hear. You gonna take down the inflatable obsidian wall?
Sure thing. Hang on a minute. Let me get out of this engine.
That was actually really, really graceful.
I know, right? Desert temples are so much easier than mansions.
I can imagine so. I mean, you didn't get pulled away, being arrested for whatever it was. You didn't... I mean, even the camera rig didn't break.
Crazy, right?
You know what? I think I'm gonna leave this desert temple right here. Just leave it as is. I'm not going to dismantle the... Well, maybe I might remove some of the trapdoors, but I'm not going to dismantle the actual flying machine. Because next episode, and actually in the next 2 episodes, I'm not really going to be using redstone resources. So I don't need the resources from this. And even if I did, I still have tons of slime blocks, pistons, observers. I don't need these resources. So, let's see. Future Javamonk, do you think I should remove the trapdoors?
No, leave it there. Leave it as a, I don't know, some sort of sign that this is what happened.
Okay, well, it seems the most violent thing that happened when with the desert temple crashing down was some of the trees apparently got destroyed, but it seemed, and a couple creepers apparently suffocated. But outside of that, no problems whatsoever. So, I guess that's the end of the episode?
Sounds good to me.
Alright, thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Very time-lapse heavy episode. If you did, please let me know, and I will see you next video. And in case you're wondering, no, this video was kind of like a... Well, if episode 50 was extremely flavored, hyper-powered Gatorade, this episode is vitamin water. I understand that. This didn't break any records for time-lapse length or anything like that. I don't think anything's going to beat the 21 hours of the 21-hour time-lapse of episode 50. But I still hope you enjoyed this. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you next video for more Countdown.